Recently, everybody, I returned back to this Minecraft Let's Play world, and I have been having an absolute blast. But today, everybody, I want to work on improving my town. Because at the moment, everyone, all the decoration is pretty much how it was when Minecraft first launched. So with that said, lads, let's get into it. Now, everybody, in the last episode, we went ahead and worked on the world a bit more, building ourselves this nice commemorating statue of Blizzard the horse right here, next to his little gravestone. We also built ourselves a nice little mine shaft in our storage room, and built ourselves an entire new expansion onto the house with making a new furnace room. So today, everybody, we have a few tasks I want to do. First of all, everyone, I want to go ahead and obviously refix up all of these new pathways whilst also adding some newer little pathway areas. Along with this, everyone, I'd also like to build ourselves a little orchard or orchid or whatever the hell we say it, all around this area. So that way I can get wood a lot easier, because right now I've kind of just been destroying the forests, which I don't like. And I potentially also might be adding on another little bonus thing to the home. Now, actually, before we do anything, everyone, I actually want to do some chores. Because we've got this wheat field here, but we have actually not harvested it in so long. So using our fortune pickaxe, let's get to work. And my inventory is already full. Let's dump some of these away. Alright, everybody, so roughly around 10 minutes later, we are done, and we finally got ourselves so much wheat. And also, I actually need this really badly, because food right now for me has been a major problem. So let's go ahead and grab some of this. Also want to grab some wheat for another thing as well, because we need to breed up some of the cows. We should also probably kill some of these zombies, without forgetting the little farms. You know what, we should also probably grab a dog for today. And I think we're going to get our old mate Captain right here. What's up, mate? Come on, Captain. You're going to be with us for today. And I forgot to mention, everyone, the person I'm adding to the garden today is Gene Testiculus, whatever the hell that is, who basically commented around that they said I should build myself a lava shop or lava chicken shop like the one in Minecraft, which I think is a great idea and I'll definitely end up doing. I was going to add Mr. Logan for his amazing video comment, but he's already in the garden. Anyway, lads, we actually got to finally get to work. Now, everybody, we need to build ourselves this orchard. Now, for the orchard, I'm thinking, everyone, of actually building it right behind here. However, we are going to have to terraform quite a bit, it seems. So what I think I'm going to do is, I'm going to go ahead, this is only an old shovel, so let's get ourselves just a level 2 enchantment on it, to make our life a little bit easier. So if we go ahead and go, no, I don't want enchant bread. Alright, efficiency 3, that should be a lot better. Alright, let's get to it. We got the Insta-mine now too, which is amazing. Alright, so my idea is, everyone, we're going to have a little road that comes, obviously, a pathway from the actual main road that will go to this. Question is, how big do I want this area? Alright, the shovel's almost gone, but we got ourselves a ton of area mined out, which is really good. I also, though, need to quickly go ahead and make this into dirt. Also, everyone, you might be noticing, I might sound a bit different, or I might just not be talking as much. I have been a bit sick, so, yeah. I want to get this video out, I want to get you guys some juicy content, and I want to work on this world, because it's actually been so fun. And also, the support has been insane. Thank you guys for that. Now, we have over here, everyone, this little iconic little chest and crafting table, and this little, like, stack of planks here. I don't even know why they're there, but they're pretty iconic in my opinion, so I'm going to leave them there and try to maybe build them into the orchard. Actually, while we're here as well, I actually fully forgot, everyone, we need to get ourselves some coal to actually put in the furnace room. Because we've got this new furnace room, but actually nothing to even put in. So let's go ahead and put out in some little chests over here, and this will be where all of our coal is. I'm also going to go ahead and grab all of our saplings we have, everyone, so that way we have easy access to them, you know, obviously when we need them. Now, the question is, everyone, how am I going to actually format this? Now, I've got some leaves right here, which I actually want to make a wall out of. So I think what I'm going to do is kind of make it, I don't have enough leaves right now, but once we get the actual orchard going, we're going to get a bit more. So I'm just going to try to just make a rough little outline. So this is going to be sort of the orchard area in this, you know, whole district here. And simply, everyone, we're just going to be, hold on, I want to kill this guy first. Alright, so everyone, I think what I'm going to do is, though, I think we're going to have it so the trees will start like here. There'll be 3 blocks from the wall and 2 blocks away from each other. So basically, this should give us a really nice little, like, row and clump of trees to work with. Actually, I might carve out the floor now, I think, but I might actually carve out the pathways first, and then we'll base everything off that. And my diamond shovel just broke. Why is everything so difficult? Luckily enough, though, everyone, we did some mining last episode, and we got ourselves tons of diamonds to use. Now, everyone, I think what I'm going to do is make it so the oak, because I think we use oak the most, I'm going to try to make it so the oak is has like a few rows, not just, you know, this little amount. So we're going to have 2 rows of oak, because I'm going to be using that a lot, leaving this little pathway part here, and then we're going to have a few more little things going through here. And then we'll have some other types of wood here, so we'll say, like, have a bit of spruce maybe. And And we're going to have to cut back this hill just a touch as well. Alright, so there we got a spruce there, nice and nice there. It's really hard, everyone, trying to make this efficient whilst also looking good. Then we'll have some other things like cherry saplings, which I think we're actually going to put up on the hill here. So that way they're a bit out of the way, because I know they're quite big trees, so I think we put them out of the way for now. Because obviously I think I'm going to expand the orchard in the future, but for now I think I'm going to keep it like this. I only have acacia left, which I think I'm just going to put right around here. Alright, now everyone, what we got? Oh, actually birch. Ah, we forgot birch saplings. That's irritating. And I think I also might actually segregate this with just a little leaf wall. Alright, and for the actual pathway, everyone, I'm just going to make ourselves some gravel pathways that go all the way through here. Obviously filling in the paths that we just had. And I'll also actually quickly put in the birch. Kind of just filling in like the little gaps whilst also gaining access to everything we need. So yeah, this should give us access, everybody, to quite a lot of wood types. And as I was saying before, we're going to expand this probably in the future. Going over here probably. Just so we have tons of access to wood, because I love using wood in Minecraft. It's probably the best, most sustainable resource. Alright, there we go. We got our first tree growing as well, which is really nice. I'm also going to go ahead, everyone, and actually make another chest right here, because this one is one's going to be for saplings and one's going to be for wood. So if we ever need to go saplings or anything like that, or wood, this is going to be the place we're going to go. However, we do have to ensure everything in this place is lit up. We do not want to be a creeper chilling in the trees. Alright, there we go, everyone. So we've got ourselves a nice little orchard complete. There we go. So that's step one complete. Now though, lads, we got to go ahead and start making ourselves some improvements to the actual pathways and just the town in general. Now, the first thing I want to do is probably actually get ourselves some hedges. Now, when I say hedges, I mean things like flowers and just little decoration along the pathways. And also, I want to actually make ourselves a pathway going to the Mushroom Island, because we actually haven't done that yet, so that's another thing I need to do. Oh, and check that out, everyone. Look, there's a little beehive. Oh, that's actually really, really cool. I've got myself some smooth stone smelting right here. And we're going to be using this, obviously, for the pathways, because I want to keep to the design that we've been using. Now, if we look at our chest, everyone, we've got quite a few little things like decorative blocks and whatnot, so I think we're going to use some of these. Alright, so as I was saying, everyone, let's go ahead and get ourselves, everyone, some little pathways going through. So we're going to have to tear our little pathway straight through here. I think that's probably the best bet. I gotta admit though, everyone, this Let's Play has been so chill. Like, I don't know, something about just playing some Minecraft again and just building up this world, and it's just, I have to admit, just even in the last few episodes, it feels like we've done so much already. So I'm so happy to be back in this world. I cannot wait, everyone, to see what this world actually becomes. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead, everyone, and put in some smooth stone slabs on the line. We're using slabs because obviously it's a lot cheaper, and you don't actually see the side bits, so I feel like it works out the best. Like, I feel like it works pretty well. And also, if you guys don't know, slabs actually have a greater blast resistance. So if a creeper somehow comes up and blows away the path, it will not do as much damage. And then we just fill it in with some stone bricks just like this. Alright, everyone, so the path is done. Then we actually now have a good path. And I've just noticed, everyone, I was originally going to fill this in with some dirt, but I've just realized this is like the perfect platform for a pond. And I've just realized I got a really good idea that I want to do for this. So what I want to do is I'm going to dig it out in the middle, just to make it out a little bit actual deeper in the middle. Fill this up with water, because I feel like this is the perfect little pond. Alright, use our 2 lucky buckets right here. Alright, so you always start with the bottom bit, and then we start doing the top one as well, so that way it's full source box all the way through. Alright, there we go, got ourselves a nice little pond. And then what I want to do, everyone, we'll do it once we actually get the decorative blocks, but what I want to do is, to get over to the gravestone, well, I'm going to make ourselves a little lily pad parkour course that goes over there, which I think should be really, really cool. Oh, and check this out, everybody. Look at this. The actual orchid is coming together so well. This is looking really, really nice, especially with all the actual leaves they now drop. I love that all trees now drop leaves. It makes it so much more atmospheric. And then we also got to go ahead and start getting ourselves tons of leaves from these little trees. Now though, with these leaves, everyone, we're going to go ahead and put in some of these leaves going all the way across through here. Basically just lining the pathway going through a majority of the town. Well, I should say the home district of the town, because I'm not going to do this for every single part, mainly just like these areas. However though, I do need to leave some gaps for some things that I actually forgot about. So I need to add some little black pathways going through here for the horses, obviously. And then we're also going to completely surround this part here, obviously leading up to this. And feel really like enclosed as well, because obviously the Mushroom Island, I want to make it feel like you have to kind of trek a bit to get to it, so I think that's what I like. question is, should I do it leading up to the house? I kind of already have leaves around the house, so I think I might just leave that just for the main pass. But as you guys can see through here, we've kind of got ourselves just more of a paved out way now that we can walk through, which I think is a lot better. Some areas I may end up getting rid of the leaves just because it might be too dense, or I might be adding new builds and stuff, but I think for now, for the majority of it, I think it should be alright. Alright, next thing I want to do there, everyone, is fix up some of the light posts. Now, I'm going to be adding more light posts, but however, at the moment, I don't have actually glowstones, so I think we're going to be adding those in a bit later date. But for now, let's quickly start working on this. All I'm going to do, everyone, is pretty much just put a little oak slab on top and surround it with some oak trapdoors. That is looking really cool though with the pathways, I've got to admit. And those are looking really cool. The base itself is looking awesome, I have to admit. I really am liking this. Alright, and the final trapdoors going on to this one right. Oh, god damn it. Alright, and the final trapdoors going onto here, which makes that look so cool. And if we turn around, everybody, you can see the town is coming together so well. These new upgraded streetlights are so much better in my opinion. So once we get more of these spread out throughout the roads and stuff like that, once we go especially into the newer part of the town, once we start working on this area, this is going to be so good. I'm really loving this. Especially if we start putting some light posts around here. Oh, this is going to be so cool. And I'm loving this. I love using this original pond we had here as something that we can kind of build this orchard around, which I love. It makes it feel so cool, especially the castle. Oh my god, lads. This world is feeling absolutely awesome. Now though, let's get some of these decorative blocks and get to work in that respect. I just want to add some little lily pads just in this little pond here. Accompanying this, we're going to add some little like roses maybe throughout, because I love these roses. They look so cool. Because I think, I'll be honest, I think the roses are my favorite flower in Minecraft. Because there's something about everyone just building more to look at, even at an entrance of a base or like a build or whatever. It just upgrades a build so much. The water here, add some lily pads maybe. Because I really want to actually build around the natural water sources, because obviously, like I said, the world is in the old Legacy Edition. So we have access to all these like, you know, old water sources and like tons of them too. So I want to try to utilize them whenever I can, especially next to the little thing right here. We're going to get some dandelions to use. And then what we're going to do is we're going to make ourselves a nice little lily pad parkour course that goes across here. Yes, but you can see right here, you can just parkour all the way across if you want to check out Blizzard's Grave, if you're not terrible like me. We also have some of these taller flowers like peonies and lilacs that I want to start using as well. And we're also potentially everyone going to be adding some other buildings, obviously in the left and right here as well. Maybe some up on this area. We're just going to see how the town kind of unfolds as the episodes go on. Now we're going to be adding also everyone some little mushrooms, because I love mushrooms. I don't know, there's something really cool about them. So we're going to add some little like red mushrooms and stuff like that. I've done this before in previous worlds and I really like the look of it. Just like, it just gives you something extra to look at as you're walking through. I want to try to make the mushrooms look really predominant up here, because obviously, you know, we have the mushroom island, of course, so I want to try to make it look like there's a lot more mushrooms like growing over here. Alright, there we go. That is looking absolutely awesome. The town is coming together, everyone, so bloody well. Captain, are you serious? This is where you've been this entire episode? Oh my god, I was wondering when you disappeared from. Actually, like, fully forgot. I've not seen you in a while. But yeah, we've definitely developed that area so much. We've got to go back now to the old area we used to be working on, and this is giving us so much room for it here. And there we go, everyone. We've got the wall going all the way around. I think the wood is a nice touch all the way around. That is looking really cool. Oh wait, hold on, we forgot this area here. We've got this little pocket of wall right here. Hopefully we have enough, and we have the perfect amount. Lovely. Check that out. Oh lads, that is looking really cool. You know what's awesome too, everyone? We have perfect access from our actual house going straight into the orchard, which I think looks awesome. But everybody, I think that is all the time we have for today. Hope you guys did enjoy the episode. Make sure to comment down below, everyone, any builds you guys want to see in the world, and any other suggestions like for build upgrades and whatnot. I just feel it's possible dark. So yeah, make sure to comment anything you absolutely want at all. But thank you all so very much for watching. I've been your host, Sloth, and I'll see you all in the next one. Good bloody bye.